Rev up your engines and take a deep breath, because this is the hottest, non-stop, action-packed video of the year. It's the Mega Monsters at their very best. Racing, flipping, all your favorites, including a special feature on the infamous Gravedigger. Death-defying thrills, mind-boggling spills. It's all ahead. It's Monster Wars' greatest hits. 10,000 pounds of solid steel, 1,500 monster horses under the hood. Monster truck racing is, at the very least, unpredictable. And just to prove my point, check this out. Unbelievable! These guys are incredible athletes. But you know, there's one monster maniac that takes more risks, more chances than anyone else. Throughout the years, Dennis Anderson and the Gravedigger have become synonymous with risking life and limb in the pursuit of victory. At home, he's a mild-mannered motorist, but on the track, he is the wild man of the monsters.
I've always done wild stunts, drove wild. Guess it's in my blood. I've been like that all my life. I've got a reputation to live up to, so I'm going to be the wild man out here the rest of my life, I guess.
All right, whoa, Digger. Whoa, Digger. Whoa, UFO. There's the green light. Go, guys! Digger gets that early lead and just blows off. UFO. Gravedigger, look out! Whoa! Whoa! Dennis turns it over! Dennis turns it over! The crowd's on their feet! Here comes the wild man. Dennis Anderson is okay. The crowd goes nuts. Side by side, they go around and up and over and into the turn. And oh, the Gravedigger rolls. Barefoot has the Crusher starts, but what happens to Digger? Digger tries to play catch-up. He can't do it. He falls back. Oh, a bad hop, and Digger loses the entire rear end.
Drive rough. There's no doubt about it. We've taken some wild rides in the old Mountain truck, but hey, I've survived a bunch of them, and people love it. If I had a choice, if I had to turn the truck over, I'd rather put it in front of 30,000 people and in the finals when it happens.
Earthlings, get ready for a new type of television transmission that's totally out of this world! Battle of galactic proportions, Monster Wars!
You've heard the names, Spanky Spangler, Brian Carson, Todd Seeley, but you've never seen anything like this. Get ready for some of the most thrilling, chilling, death-defying stunts ever compiled in one video. This is not for the faint of heart. So get ready for the ride of your life.
I started doing stunts without telling my mom. When I was real young, I used to get on a swing, and I'd jump over the swing and jump over the back fence. And the other kids in the neighborhood couldn't do that. Man, I can do something different than these other kids. Then I'd get in trouble.
He went too far!
This is what we call a still shoe. These things get real hot, so you want to get them off the hood.
Meet Brian Carson, stuntman. Oh, you've seen him before on Smokey and the Bandit and many TV and movies. But today, you're going to see Brian Carson, the man, the stunt driver. You're going to see Brian Carson, the man who coined the term automatic spectacle. And that's exactly what the Sky Plunge is all about. He's going to go in that 3,000-pound vehicle 15 stories high. And then we're going to turn him loose as he crashes to the ground. Oh, by the way, they call this the Sky Plunge. When he hits the ground, he'll be doing 128 miles an hour. Brian Carson and the Sky Plunge.
You know, in these things, any one of these you can walk away is a good one, so I feel pretty happy.
Unbelievable! Unbelievable!
There's plenty more thrills and spills to come. It's all ahead. We've shown you stunt drivers risking life and limb, monster truck drivers putting it all on the line and occasionally flipping out, but never overlook the fact that these guys are competitive athletes who give everything they've got for victory. And every step of the way, they're challenged by some of the toughest race courses anywhere. These are the designers that create these difficult track configurations. Each has its own unique set of jumps, twists, and turns, and navigating these torturous tracks is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenge that only the very best monster truck drivers take on. Let's begin with West Lebanon, New York, where they race fast and furious, straight line style.
Fred Schaefer, the granddaddy of them all. He started one of the original monster trucks and has been running them since the mid-70s. And now we're set equalizer and barefoot. And this is what they have to maneuver. Watch the green light up in the upper right-hand corner for the start. And there we go. Riding in the front of barefoot. Side by side, barefoot has some problems. And barefoot 7.18 to equalizer 7.50, but did he stay on the course? Let's look. He must keep both tires over the cars at all times on the approach. I'm not sure he did it there. I'm not sure that Fred Schaefer, no, he didn't. When he approached that first ramp, he did not do it. Second set of cars, first ramp, Fred Schaefer's all over the place. The tire was not on the cars. They're going to call that a minor infraction. The United States Hot Rod Association has ruled that a minor infraction. Fred Schaefer loses it. And this is where it happens. Look, he goes off to the side. The tire's not on the ramp. He straightens up here, but it's too late. He must have approached that ramp with both tires over the cars. Equalizer, he had a great run. Not as fast as barefoot, but David Morris was able to keep it on the track. You can see it right there. Now Dennis Anderson is up in the Gravedigger, and he faces the toughest competition of the night. Let's watch as Dennis stages. Thumbs up. It's showtime. This is our final. Taurus and Gravedigger. Gravedigger and Taurus. Even Digger pulls it out. At the finish line, Digger finds the extra horsepower and pulls out the win. Dennis Anderson and the Gravedigger. What an incredible win. Watch this. Over the cars, they are even. And now, right here, Dennis Anderson finds the horsepower it takes to get the win. This is our final. Predator and Barefoot. One's going to go to the winner's circle. It could be Predator's first win of the season. They wait for the green light. Both trucks are staged. Inside, Alan Pizzo appearing very, very calm as he eyeballs Fred Schaefer and Barefoot. The green light and go! A puff of smoke and a Predator. He's in the outside lane. Has cursed everybody so far today. But no, not Predator! Not Predator! He gets the win over Barefoot! If it had been a horse race, Predator would have been 100-to-1 shot. First of all, he's underpowered. Secondly, he's in the outside lane, and that puff of smoke on the start, I thought he blew an engine. Where he found the horsepower to beat Barefoot, I don't know. But the video tells the tale. Predator, your winner at Lebanon Valley. Tropical Thunder blew a tire. In qualifying, he wasn't able to answer the bell. Let's go up inside Digger for this lone run.
All right, we're getting a bye run, so we're going to prove this one out. That's a beautiful run. It was a bye run, but it was beautiful.
Taurus and Barefoot. One's going to come out, the champion at Lebanon Valley Raceway. A thumbs up, and we're ready to go. Taurus and Barefoot evenly matched. Going to the straightaway now. Barefoot has to play catch up, and he does it. Barefoot, what a come-from-behind victory. 1/10 of a second, the margin of victory for Barefoot. Not even with a truck length lead going into the straightaway could Taurus defeat anybody when he's stuck in that right-hand lane. Barefoot wins it, and Taurus, well, a tough break for him. He'll have to wait to win another day.
It's a figure eight at the Louisville Motor Speedway, and navigating those turns can be treacherous.
All right, I'm set. Come on, Fred. Let's go. The motor's getting warm. Come on.
Gary Porteous have at it. Fred Schaefer is ready. Green light, showtime. Side by side, they're off the line. Barefoot with a slight lead. They're going into the turn. The world champion has to hold on because he has got Gary Porteous right on his tail. Kathy screams for her fiancé, Fred Schaefer, aboard Barefoot. She knows how important these points are. And Barefoot is, in fact, building the lead. A very close race as Carolina Crusher battles to catch up. Crusher and Barefoot in the finals. Fred Schaefer and Carolina Crusher coming home. Over the finish line, it's Barefoot. Barefoot wins it. The margin of victory, 1/10 of a second. They wait for the green light in Louisville, Kentucky. This is our final. On the line, Marianne's watching her man as he goes against Gravedigger. Schaefer shows he tries to cut that turn just too close, has to back out of it, and Dennis Anderson, the experienced driver, picks up the win. He takes advantage of that one split-second mistake. Digger gets his first ever win in Louisville, Kentucky. A 7-second lead over Monster Patrol.
Jacksonville is a straight-line course, but very unpredictable.
And the question is, what is Dennis Anderson going to do in his strategy against the Crusher?
Well, I tell you, Gary's running really good. The track is really kind of a choppy track here. I'm not really too certain. You know, I qualified really well, but I feel like the left lane's the best lane. I'm going to put him in the right lane. I'm going to take the left lane, so maybe I have a little advantage on him, and I think I can pull it off.
Is that strategy going to work? We'll know just seconds from now. Green light, there they go! Over the first set to the second and the finish line. Who won it? Who won it? Was it Digger or was it Crusher? They both appear to go over the finish line at exactly the same time. Side by side in the air. In the air. And I've just gotten word it is a tie. In all my years of racing, I've never seen this. A tie.
Out west in Pueblo, the Colorado State Fairgrounds is the stage for straight line racing. The Wild West was never quite like this.
All right, we're getting ready for takeoff here.
There we go. Side by side. Who won it?
All right. Old Porter was right there on my doors now. I don't know what the deal is here.
Man, Gary Porter, the Carolina Crusher, or Dennis Anderson, the Gravedigger? They both want to know who won the race. Can we tell from here? I don't know. It's very tough for me to tell. Carolina Crusher, Gravedigger. It looks like a dead heat to me. Look at this. The Gravedigger wins it. 5.40 seconds. And Gary Porter does not think that's right. He's going out to talk to the U.S. Hot Rod officials.
I just wanted to see the replay of Mine and Digger's run if I could. I felt like I won, and I just wanted to see it for myself. It had to be a close race regardless.
Was it Gravedigger or Carolina Crusher? They're right there on the finish line together, and Gary Porter is arguing with the U.S. Hot Rod officials because he thinks he won the race, or at the very least, it was a dead heat, and they should rerun it. But they say, no way. They say the Gravedigger won it, and there's nothing they're going to do about it.
Well, I guess I have to live with it.
Action continues with the Equalizer barefoot matchup. Equalizer hasn't answered the bell, and Fred Schaefer's upset.
Hey, you're supposed to put on 3 minutes. 3 minutes he's got. Okay, thank you.
And now, they're side by side. Equalizer definitely the underdog with those oil pressure problems. And on the start, he's giving the world champ a run for his money, but he can't do it. Barefoot wheelies between the cars. What an incredible run for the world champion Barefoot Dodge. The power behind this Keith Black Hemi, 1,500 horses. Any wonder that these monsters capable of 100 miles an hour are doing 60 to 65 miles in less than 200 feet? Jim Davidson's with the winner, Fred Schaefer.
Fred, we know you got plenty of horsepower for this straight line course, but you got lots of bite off the line.
Yeah, it's my lightning reflexes and my skilled driver's training that got me through that round.
They come to the line, Equalizer and Barefoot, Chevy against Dodge, the world champion against the former world champion. And Morris would love to have that title back. Wait for the green light, they rev up. A whole shot for Barefoot. He pops a wheelie in no man's land. A wheelie down the track for Barefoot, and he wins it. An incredible run for the world champion. And David Morris just didn't have a prayer. Dodge took it down the track. Your winner, Barefoot, with a wheelie. Watch this. He powers up, and the front tires never touch the dirt till the finish line. That's not racing, that's flying for Barefoot. From the front, let's see what a wheelie looks like. Nothing but clear Colorado sky. Going indoors provides some of its own problems. Check out the monsters as they try to qualify in Minneapolis. Next stop, Motor City, the Pontiac Silverdome, providing a showcase for a veteran and the rookie. Barefoot and Monster Patrol. Nobody in their right mind would dare not sit still and watch this race, because this is what monster truck racing is all about. Can the rookie take out the world champion? On the start, it is Monster Patrol with the whole shot. Barefoot fight. He can't do it. He can't do it. An incredible season for Monster Patrol. He just defeated the world champion. The truck designed by Jack Willman Sr., the driver, the world mud racing champion, has just taken out the world monster racing champion. And when this guy comes back for the 1994 season, look out, Fred Schaefer on your tail. The Barefoot Dodge had a good run. You can't take that away from him. But this time, Dodge fell to the Chevy Monster Patrol. Time now for more life-risking, hyperventilating stunts by the best in the business. Warning, what you're about to see should not be tried at home. Parental supervision advised. Now this is Green Mamba with Doug Rose at the helm. Doug is an old drag racer until he had an accident that cost him both his legs. They said he'd never walk again. Walk again? This guy drives on tracks all over the world, thrilling the crowd. He is strapped into a jet engine, putting out some 15,000 horsepower. And when he's not running around the track, he's burning up cars. They call this the Green Mamba Car Meltdown. This is a guy with nerves of steel. His name is Todd Seeley. As you've heard, he is a world record holder. As he gets this crowd pumped up, they're about to see a world record-setting motorcycle jump. As Todd Seeley goes ramp to ramp, 150 feet. He approaches the ramp at 50-plus miles an hour. Yes, up and over. Did you miss it? We're going to show it to you again. 150 feet, half the length of a football field. And Todd Seeley does it on his motorcycle. The quad is 38 inches wide. The ramp is 42 inches wide. That'll release 4 inches for margin for error. Now, you take that, Todd Seeley has that on his mind, in addition to the fact that he must hit the ramp at between 48 and 50 miles an hour to be successful. Let's watch this jump. He's up, over, a world record! Todd Seeley sets a world record quad jump! He approaches the ramp. He is up and over.
And now in the record books. Todd Seeley comes up to celebrate with his fans. He is a world record holder. And then the ladies are on tap, too. This is Allison Blythe. They call her the Dynamite Lady. Want to know why? We'll see. Allison will get inside that coffin. That coffin loaded with dynamite. Explosives equal to the force of enough TNT to explode a 3-ton safe. Oh, yeah, the protective gear? A helmet. Talk about an explosive personality. Allison Blythe, the Dynamite Lady. Boom! She could be exploding in a stadium near you at a U.S. Hot Rod show. You know, Allison's done this more than 1,000 times, and if you ask her before a show if she's scared, she'll say, "What?" Actually, she says, "You bet I am. The day I'm not scared, that's the day I hang up my costume." The helmet comes off. The crowd cheers for Allison Blythe, the Dynamite Lady. Last but not least is 5'4", 100-pound Vicki Sims. They call her the Falling Fire Angel. We take her 10 stories up. Her dad will set her on fire. Yes, it is her father that sets her on fire. Woo! Getting a little hot in that Tampa night. A count of 3, 2, 1, and down she goes. The Fallen Fire Angel. If any of you guys out there are looking for a hot date, check this one out. Vicki Sims, the Fallen Fire Angel. Is she okay? You bet she is. Woo! Talk about adrenaline. And folks, that's just a look at some of the thrill acts from the United States Hot Rod Association. Well, that just about wraps it up for this edition of Monster Wars Greatest Hits. Hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll see you next time.